Hello everyone. This is the Hindu newspaper for the day 26th of April 2022, and in this small video we are going to see that which are the most important article for the day that you must go through. So this is our first page, and on our first page this is our first news, and this news talks about a dialogue which is going on between world leaders, and this dialogue is actually going on in New Delhi, and this is called Raisina dialogue. So you must know about Raisina dialogue, which started in 2016. So this is the first article. Second article is that CGI moves listing of the plea of the removal of the J&K. So in this article you will see that when 360 article was removed, that case is still pending in the Supreme Court. What is the stand of our CGI on this issue? That is shown in this article. All other articles that you can definitely ignore from this page. Let's move to second page. On our second page, all articles are unimportant for us. We can definitely leave this. On the fourth page we can clearly see end coal supply crisis. So this is it talks about the coal crisis in India. So this particular news is not that much important, for the issue is very important, in which we must know that why this oil crisis is going on and what are the solutions for this oil crisis. So that is the issue which is required for our exam. All other articles definitely you can ignore from this page. Then we have editorial page, which is page number 6. Here we have this, the trouble ending of the Pakistan Prime Minister. This is not required for us. We are not interested what is going on in Pakistan on the daily basis. We already know enough about this news. Second is the coal energy secure in the South Asia. This is an important article and you must read this article thoroughly. Even you can take some notes as well from some important aspects which are given there, like they have suggested some solutions also. They have suggested some issues also, that what is the issue of security and electricity in South Asia, and how all the South Asian countries they can collaborate with each other and they can do away with this problem. So it's an important article. You can save this article for the future as well, because a potential question from the same article is expected in your exam. Another article that we have is here. It is about data interrupted, reviving the official household spending survey. Yes, you can go through it, but much detail is not given here, but yes, from the surface reading you can read that. Then we have op-ed page number 7. Here we have this article, anchoring the inflationary expectation. This article is actually repeated about inflation reasons and all that. If you do not know about this topic, you can leave this, because if you are not familiar with the topics and the concepts of the economy, then this topic can be very difficult for us. But if you have some already have some clarity about the economic articles, then definitely you can go through it, but only from the surface. Don't dive too much into deep. This can be left, actually this can also be left. Then we have this text and context. Actually this is a section of the Hindu newspaper which is given only in the online PDF format. This is not given in the hard copy, but I think this is very useful. If you are not reading from the PDF, definitely you can read, because it covers very important topic. And the topic here is covered about the Cural Islands. So this can be covered from our GS paper 1, from the geography section, where they ask sometimes in exam some locations which are in news. So here we have Cural Islands, and this dispute for the Cural Island is going on between Japan and Russia. So you can definitely know about this location of this Cural Islands, and some information about what is this controversy and why these both countries are claiming for these islands. So there are some controversy about World War I, World War II, even behind that. So that you can definitely go through it. Only on the surface reading, not too much deep. This can be left because Netflix is losing lot of subscribers in India, not only in India but in USA and Canada as well. USA and Canada is the largest market for the Netflix, and they are losing their customers there. So if you are interested, if you have time only, if time permits, you can go through it. Otherwise you can leave it for the UPSC. It is not that much important. Then we can definitely leave these constitutional cases that is very much related to law and all that. So in UPSC we do not require that much of detail of particular cases. That you can also leave this. Then we have page number 10. Here we have this Supreme Court 6 steps for the children on status. Yes, definitely you can read this topic. Not much detail is provided, but yes, you can go through it. CGI moves, so that is from the page number 1 actually. So that is the continuation of the same article. India repressed critical voices report. So this is a report which is released in USA, and it has some concerns about the situation of minorities in India. It's not that much required, because all those reports which are not from the UN or some designated organizations from the India and all that, those are not very important. India actually rejects this report, so we cannot expect that there would be a question from this exam, because this is very critical to Indian government and all that. Tamil Nadu government cleaves the governor's power. Yes, this is an important article in the sense that maybe this particular news is not that much important, but this whole issue about the center state relationship, that you can also read that center state relationship, in which role of governor is very crucial, and governor is in very much in news, especially in Tamil Nadu when it talks about NEET and all that. So you can definitely go through this broader topic which is given in your Lakshmikant as well. So that is also important. Then we have news number 11. Here we do not need this. Yes, uniform civil code, it's a repeated topic. It is recently in news, it is still going on in news, so if you have some time you can definitely read it. But yes, uniform civil code as a topic, you need to have that basic knowledge about that topic, so you can definitely go through it. Not particular news, but the issue. This is not required. This is also not required for now. CBSE reveals method of the decoding final result. This is not required for UPSC. Not too much information is provided here, so यहाँ पे you can leave it. This malaria cases have been fallen in India. What is the reason? So you must know about the reasons and what are the causes of malaria, reasons of so much high intensity of high frequency of malaria in India, and why in the recent time malaria cases are declining. So this is the topic that you can go through, and you can cite this example also in your exam. Anganwadi workers, yes, you can go through it only from the surface. India's third highest military spending, yes, only factual information is required, but you can definitely talk about the trend which is going on recently because of the Russia-Ukraine crisis. European Union, they are also going to increase their budget spending in future. So you should have little bit knowledge about this whole issue and all that. 16 YouTube channels are blocked. Not very much important, but from this news you can read about the freedom of speech and all that, right? So that topic can be important. Internationally, we do not require all these news because they are not. This Sri Lanka news is again repeated. We know too much about this topic, so this is not required for now. All these issues are not required. From the economy section, from the business section, labor participation dips to 40%. Yes, this is very, very important. May not be the facts, but yes, you can also cite some facts also in your exam. But this whole issue, like women participation in general, is a very important issue, and why women participation is declining, what is the importance of women participation, and what is the situation in urban areas and rural areas, what are the government agencies that does this sort of survey and all that. So that is kind of important. Unemployment in India, employment in India, it's a broader topic. In that broader topic, this is a very small example that you can give in your exam. This is not required. All these topics are not required. They are just फालतू का टॉपिक है. Indian entities filed 1.8. Yes, this topic can be read, but not this particular news. But yes, what is the meaning of patent? What is the meaning of IPR? What is IPR regime? What is how WTO handles this IPR? What is geographical indicators? All these topics that then they can definitely be covered. It's a broader issue, but yes, you can go. So sports news is not required for our exam, so you can definitely leave that. So dosto, this is the whole newspaper and this is the articles that you need to go through for the day. And if you find this information important, if you find this information useful, definitely you can subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much. All the best. Jai Hind.